Okay, so we have this interesting integration problem here, and it is to be integrated with respect to t. So, but if you look at this problem carefully, you will notice that it is not in standard form. So, if you were given a question like this, let's say, for example, the integral of 5x raised to the power 4 dx, then this is indeed in standard form because you have the variable and the power and its coefficient. So you can easily just integrate by just saying adding 1 to the power 4 plus 1, then bringing that whole power down again, 4 plus 1, and then you end up having 5x raised to the power 5 over 5, then 5 cancelling 5, and then you have x raised to the power 5. So the question now is, how do I, because this is not in standard form, how do I reduce this to a form that is looking simpler than this, that will be in this form? How do I reduce this to this particular form? So your skills in indices will help you a lot in this question. So let's go there. So we have the question here written again. So mind you, we are trying to reduce this to this. If this expression looks like this, it will be easier for us to integrate. So let's go there. So we have the integral of minus 5. We can over 9 times, we can rewrite this to fractional index. So it becomes t raised to the power 3 over 4. Notice that the 4 here is now the denominator, and the 3 is now the numerator. Still with respect to t, again, we can write this as the integral of minus 5 over 9 times 1 over t raised to the power 3 over 4. Because if you multiply minus 5 times 1, you get minus 5, and 9 times t raised to the power 3 over 4, you get this. So if you multiply this whole term, you get back this one. But we are trying to do something here. Make sure it looks like this. So we now have the integral of minus 5 over 9. Sorry about this integral. Then times, reverse this one back. Oh, this is with respect to t again. Then reverse this one back to a negative fractional index, still from the law of indices. So we now have t raised to the power minus 3 over 4. So we then have the integral of minus 5 over 9. Then if you multiply, you have t raised to the power minus 3 over 4 with respect to t. So this is what we have. So finally, we've done what we should do before we now integrate. So we have the variable, just like how we have the variable here. We have its coefficient, we have the coefficient, and we have the power, and we have the power. So we're going to do exactly what we did here. We're going to do it here now. So we now have minus 5 over 9 t raised to the power minus 3 over 4 plus 1. Everything over, bring this whole power down, also minus 3 over 4 plus 1. And of course, if you add this up, or if you have minus 3 over 4 plus 1, it also means 1 minus 3 over 4. And what is 1 minus 3 over 4? You get 1 over 4 if you subtract. So this is 1 over 4 here, and this will be 1 over 4 down. That means minus 3 over 4 plus 1 gives us 1 over 4. So I now have minus 5 over 9 t raised to the power 1 over 4. That's what I got after I did minus 3 over 4 plus 1. Over the same thing that will also give me 1 over 4. Then, of course, we have to now simplify further. So we have this minus 5 over 9 times this still gives me minus 5t raised to the power 1 over 4 over 9. Then this is division sign. So divided by 1 over 4. And of course, you can still simplify again. That's minus 5t raised to the power 1 over 4 over 9 times 4 over 1, because you have to swap, invert them. So you now have minus times plus minus 5t raised to the power 1 over 4 times 4. That'll be 20t raised to the power 1 over 4, everything over 9 plus c. Then you can still have it as minus 20 root t. You can put your 4 here over 9 plus c. So this is what you get. Very simple.